On this video of Proof of Make, we are going to be talking about Compound.Finance. Compound.Finance is a borrowing platform allowing you to lend and borrow cryptocurrencies in a fully decentralized manner. The platform allows you to borrow regular cryptocurrencies like BAT and stablecoins such as DAI, which are pegged to the US dollar. We will be taking a look at their current platform with Mike and then also possibly doing some borrowing of our own. All right, let's go take a look at Compound.Finance with Mike. All right, Mike, so now we're going to talk about Compound.Finance.
All right, so this is Compound. So this is like a lending platform?
Yep, it's a lending and borrowing platform that has its own decentralized protocol for holding on to assets and then letting people borrow off of them.
Okay, so it's live?
It is live. Let's jump into the app. So as you see, it's a DApp, so we connect with MetaMask using the standard flow. So this is the app. And usually when you sign in, actually, this message isn't up here.
Oh, so borrowing activity has been temporarily
It has been temporary.
What's going on with that?
So they actually found...
So I can't borrow money there.
You can't borrow right now, no. And so they had an issue where there was a vulnerability found by a community member in their protocol itself, in the decentralized protocol. So they're swapping out some of the contracts, I think, and then looking at and auditing some more of the relationships that happen between the front end and the back end.
So have you earned money with this? Have you earned interest on the money that you've been lending?
I have. Then you want to take a look?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Let's go look at the DAI balance. So we lent $23 originally. Mm-hmm. So, and on a variable 8.35% APR, we have made 5 cents.
Okay. And when did you lend this out?
A couple weeks ago, around December 6th.
Okay, so you earn money over time by lending out ETH or DAI in this case for you to other people. Yep. So that you lend out dollars. DAI is basically just dollars.
Yes.
Right? And you lend it out and you earn interest, 8% a year so off. But you said before it was more, right? Yeah,
before it was about 15%.
Okay.
And it changes, goes up and down.
Based on what?
It's based off of the collateralization that's being supplied as well as the price of the underlying asset.
Okay, this is cool. This reminds me of MakerDAO CDP.
Yeah, it has a lot of common pieces that the CDP has.
But much simpler.
Yeah, the interface is super simple, easy to use as well. I wish that the borrowing activity wasn't paused, so we could take a look at it right now. But you can basically head in and check out the pertinent data that you need, choose the asset, and then basically either send in to be one of the collateralizers or borrow out.
Yeah, I think it's really fascinating, because with traditional assets, you put your house up as collateral, but they have to do a lot of research around like who has liens on the house, what you've already used as collateral for, etc. And you can basically kind of come in and take assets you already own like Ethereum or potentially in the future like something like a security token like your house. Yeah. Collateralize it. It's immediately authenticated through the blockchain, like it is now.
Yep. And
now I've collateralized that. I take out money. I lend it, or I take out money. I borrow a certain amount, and if I don't pay it back in enough time, or something happens, the value of my house or in this case Ethereum goes down, then I get liquidated, etc. Kind of thing. So I think at least that's how CDPs work. And I think the more platforms that come out like this is really fascinating, and the more we can actually get like real world assets on the blockchain that are verified, the cooler platforms like this can become.
Exactly. And then not just that, everything you just described, the rules won't change. It's not like you're going to be talking about because somebody in some part of the basket down the line changed how their particular financing is working. It has this kind of huge effect that changes what you're borrowing, and all of a sudden one day you go to try to consolidate your loans and everything's messed up because somebody down the in some basket somewhere messed something up. Rather, because it is blockchain, because it is a smart contract, the logic governing it stays the same. The rules don't change.
But I guess that's not necessary. And that's the thing I think that we're very much at an incubation stage, because as we see here, the borrowing is down now. And there's kind of like a little bit of chaos here because what's happened is that there was a vulnerability in the smart contract. They have to switch out that smart contract. They have to port over the old new data, et cetera. There might be an issue with that. And because that can happen, we're at the very early stages. But, I think as this matures, it'll be really awesome.
And I'm really, one of the things outside of even this entire ecosystem is the idea of what is the risk modeling. Because now instead of having, say, like lending hazards, now we're dealing with technology hazards. happens, right? Like, what happens if the core protocol has an issue? What is the who takes care of making people whole if something would happen?
There's no human there. Yeah, it's all on just code.
And aside from being absolutely terrifying, it's also pretty interesting.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So all right, so this is Compound.
Compound.Finance.
Awesome. It's really cool.